Hello everyone, my name is Armia and today we are continuing the Norfolk Wizard game. Oh boy. This one about, what was her name? Sybil Innswood. And the title is Sinew, Shadows and Salsa, so I'm very curious about this one. The thumbnail looks really interesting and I'm actually really excited for it. So, I'm not gonna keep yapping too long. I'm gonna grab myself a drink. We're gonna get ourselves set up and let's get started, shall we? Alrighty, let's get going, shall we? I love this this introduction. I'll probably end up singing along with it. Because in the first one, it was already amazing.
Was that just a dream? Was that not real? Was that just in my head? That's just not how it feels. Was
Fantastic.
that really just a dream? No, that's not how it feels.
So good. I love this intro so much. It's such a perfect theming to Mage. It really is. Just incredible theming. Like Mage is one of the ones that I know less about, so it's very fun getting to look into it a bit more as part of this. I've been reading up a lot. Wizard game.
What is it to be awakened? To be a so-called mage? Simple. It's to understand why exactly an airplane flies.
Okay.
What's that? You have no idea what I'm talking about?
No, I do not.
Let me ask you then. Why does an airplane fly?
Engines?
Is it because of their turbine engines, their aerodynamic design?
Yeah.
Perhaps the competency of the pilot, co-pilot, support staff, or engineers?
All of the above.
I'm sure the usual answer is some mixture of all three, you plane-hating psychopath. And in some places...
Armia stars, plane-hating psychopath.
That might even be true. But it's not here. You see, in Mage the Ascension, planes fly for the same reasons dirigibles fly. The same reason birds fly.
Physics?
It's simple, really. Planes fly because we figure they ought to.
Right.
The engines
Because consensus.
help, of course. The design, the crew, the engineer. But unless you're familiar with the mechanics of aeroscience, you probably couldn't tell me exactly, really, why it is that airplanes fly, can you?
You know, funny thing, it's semi-related. I used to want to be an airline pilot, not airline pilot. I wanted to be a fighter pilot, actually. And I did actually try to get into the Belgian Air Force. I was denied because of my health, but I did manage to get through the theory, so I could probably tell you why an airplane flies in some detail. I don't remember quite everything because it's been a few years by now and I've moved on, but yeah.
You can say science, engineering, physics, but most say them without intimate comprehension. That's because the airplane flies not thanks to the turbine engine or the canny pilot. It flies because there are rules, rituals we follow for consistent results. The laws of physics, to us, are perfectly acceptable natural forces. We follow rites to harness their power, to bend them to our will and make...
So what Speaker D is talking about here is effectively sorcery. Effectively, it is a form of magic in the world of darkness where you do specific rituals to get specific results. So, like 2 + 2 is 4 could be considered a type of sorcery in World of Darkness. There was some discussion the other day about the chair, for example, that Marcus was about to swing at Brock Slackjaw as well as a sorcerer's object, and it is quite possible that it is. I'm sure we'll get the sorcerer's objects eventually, because, like, they are pretty important to the world of the mage.
our dreams manifest. That is science, that is technology, pharmacology, psychology, aeroscience. In another word, magic.
You know, he mentioned pharmacology, and I think it's very fitting that he did, because there is always something kind of magical about, like, a pharmacy, you know? Like, you go in with, like, this little, like, sometimes it's a recipe, sometimes your doctor will just have, like, this is what you need, like you need, like, Baladuquerishin or something, right? And it's in this, like, weird ancient language that nobody speaks anymore, but it's like the universal language of science. Like that's a bit weird in of itself already. But also, like, you give it to the apothecary and they just go in the bag and they come out with something that will, like, fundamentally change your state of being, will heal you, will improve your life. That is crazy if you think about it. That is magic. That is the kind of thing that would have, like, witches being burnt 400 years ago, you know? Like, I think it's fascinating.
To be a mage is not necessarily to know these things. Rather, it's to know a different truth entirely, to have a different answer as to why airplanes fly. And through application of principles either mundane or extraordinary, make the impossible possible. A wizard conjures a flying broomstick from raw quintessential patterns. They speak a phrase of commands in Enochian, and so their broomstick flies. Mad scientists harness impossible materials, disproven theories through which unfathomable wonders might be accomplished. They laugh, so simple. Merely charge the titanium chassis with their ether-powered photonic ray and watch as their wondercraft flies weightlessly.
A very fun part of this is that mages basically just will things into existence. It's literally like a force of will pushing against reality so hard that you change reality itself, effectively. Like, and obviously reality fights back against this. That's what paradox is. And I'm sure we'll get to paradox eventually. But on the fundamental level, a mage could, in theory, change everything about the world. The only thing holding them back is said paradox.
A priest prays,
And their own
a
will.
monk meditates, and through their truths, uninhibited by the restriction of consensual reality,
There it
the
is.
means to fulfill any dream is realized. Though, not without a cost.
Sensible.
Why does an airplane fly? Every mage has a different answer. Let the game begin.
Okay.
Sybil. You find yourself walking down familiar, curdled streets.
Cuddle.
Asphalt drapes forward in an endless drudgery. Midnight skies tinted with strange colors, and buildings that seem half alive surround you. This endless stretch of urban decay feels almost as if it breathes under your footsteps. And
That's
where
fun.
in this enormous city would Sybil imagine herself to be?
Sybil would probably imagine herself on a park bench, overlooking the urban sprawl. A bench made of twisted bone and twined intestine that bows comfortably underneath her weight, overlooking the city as it lives and breathes in front of her.
I love the idea of like a living city, like kind of like slowly breathing and moving in their own little patterns. Because cities can seem very alive sometimes. Sorry about that. Cities can seem very alive sometimes. Cities can feel very strange and like a creature all their own in a lot of ways, which I think is, frankly, really interesting. And there's definitely something, if you've ever been to a city when it's quiet, when everybody's at home, a good example is, for example, Brussels, right? I used to live in Brussels for a while, and Brussels has a section of the city that's all about like the European community, right? Like, so like, it has like all the offices for whatever the EU needs, like all that stuff. And like, all those offices are very busy during the day, but after office hours, there's no one there. So what I would do is like, late at night, I would go there and just walk through those streets. And when it's completely quiet like that, the sort of, the sounds of the city in the back start to kind of fade away. And you walk through these broad, empty, abandoned streets, and the buildings start to lean over you. And slowly but surely, it feels as if you are in a different world. And then you take a ride, and suddenly you're back in reality, back in regular life. And I think that's super interesting. I think that's fantastic. And I love it. I love cityscapes. I love the fact that we, as humans, have made our own little world and how it is alive in its very own way. Anyway, sorry.
And so it is in this park where sinew lines the trees and porous vapors begin echoing out
Yeah.
from organic sewer grates. This place where flesh is steel and steel is flesh. Is it lonely here?
This might already be my favorite character, guys. Just this vibe is already pretty peak.
Most of the time. There are residents, allegedly. lights and windows, but not often that anybody comes out to talk.
Indeed. And so it is that you're here again, on your solitary bench in your solitary park, in your solitary city of living flesh.
Very quickly, before we continue, I just want to mention something that Spickety is doing here that I think is fantastic. D is setting up the baseline of it, right? Like the living city, all of that stuff. But he's giving Sybil, or Odoroshi, a lot of control over how much he's giving her a lot of control over how much she like where she is in the city, anything relating to her character specifically, and like, you know, is it lonely here? Like involving Odoroshi in the creation process. I think that's fantastic, because I think it's very easy as a GM to kind of fall into that trap of like, okay, I'm now going to like sit here and just talk at you for the next 2 hours, and you're going to listen. And a lot of people would stop listening, quite bluntly, especially starting off.
You sit and you ponder the skylights. You sit and ponder the organs masquerading as buildings. And you sit alone. Until very suddenly, yet so achingly, gradually, the shadows begin to coalesce over a vibrant lake of bile. Something is coming through the mists.
I'm gonna look around, kind of look over each shoulder as if checking to see if it's going for someone else. And I'm just going to keep an eye on whatever's emerging from the mist.
The shadows mount across this lake. They coalesce into a form almost reminiscent of a person. This draped over, black cloaked figure. It appears almost to be wearing a jacket, but it isn't. Because it isn't anything. Black and one
shadow?
white eye peers through the rising mists.
Ooh.
A suggestion of a hand beckons you closer.
Gonna look around, point to myself, and go, me?
Well, there's no one else around in this empty park, so you're left to assume yes.
Oh, shit. Alright. Gonna push myself up from the bench and walk a little closer to this thing. Kind of hands in my pockets, the posture kind of stooped and a little slumped.
You make your way through the turgid red lawn and the breathing fleshen ground. You step by step approach the lake, and as you do, the shadows become more and more pronounced, the figure more and more bold, until at last you reach the lip of the lake of bile. But as you step one last time, the ground gives way underneath you.
Oh.
You feel your balance begin to fade, as if you're stepping on pure gelatinous goop.
I'm gonna try to quickly pull myself out of it.
Reminds me of that time I got stuck in quicksand. I was with the scouts. I think I was like 10 or so, and I was at the edge of a lake. And like we're exploring the edge of this lake, and all of a sudden, my left foot just went down, like the entire leg just flump into the ground, just sunk in there. Or maybe it wasn't the quicksand, maybe it was just a marsh, but still pretty scary. Like they had to like pull me out because yeah, that was pretty scary. I remember that.
Try and find something solid. It's not quicksand, but I'm sure it's something visceral.
You struggle against the
Quick
mounting
flesh.
syrupy, disgusting disgusting gore that mounts at your feet. You reach out for anything you can, a plant made of lungs, or perhaps a floral banquet of intestines from some wandering willow tree.
Before we go on, really quickly, I just remembered something. For those who have ever played Signalis, this is very similar to me to Nowhere, the place Nowhere, where you don't have your minimap. Absolutely horrifying place, but very cool.
Seek anything, and all you find is the lip of the lake. And you're able to pull yourself over it. Look over the lip as forces begin dragging you down, and that shadowy figure stares right at you. It doesn't say a thing. And as you look down at that pool of bile, you see shapes in the murk. You see reflections in the dark. You see in its waves something coming. Something fierce, something dark, something all-encompassing. But before you can fully realize what it is, a hacky sack hits you in the face and you wake up.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna grab at the hacky sack.
Waking up on a normal couch not made of flesh, in a brick-clad room that is certainly not alive and certainly not breathing.
A nice room,
A
actually.
masked face with no shirt on, but quite a presumptive cape nearby the billiards table looks at you bashfully.
Pablo is sorry that this came to you. Pablo did not mean for the hacky sack to reach you in your slumber. Pablo was simply trying to multitask.
Okay, if he turns out to be a WWE mage, oh my god. if this guy somehow, like Pablo, right? Pablo, if he turns out to be like an actual mage, I would be so happy. Because I don't remember, did he say something about the WWE? I don't remember if he did. He might not have. I might be misremembering. I feel like he did, and I don't know why. But anyway, yeah. Did he? Maybe. Anyway, yeah, no, it would be actually be really funny if, like, the WWE ends up being just a bunch of mages doing mage stuff.
You know what? No worries, Pablo. Is it another tits out kind of day? I kind of push myself up on
Which
the couch.
day isn't a tits
swing
out
to a
kind of
sitting
day?
Position.
Nudism, ho!
It's out sort of day in my line of work. For none can dare attempt to ignore the handsome visage of Pablo the Mysterious.
Is it mysterious if you're showing off that much skin? Doesn't that eliminate some of the mystery? I mean, it's not a mystery how big your boobies are. Anyway, what was the multitask? What are you doing?
See, he gestures at the billiards table. I was attempting to play hacky sack with my legs, while I was also attempting to score a perfect game of billiards, and also finish the slam poem that Chaos Blackwell asked me to finish for the big show later on this week. At the
Okay.
cafe.
I'm gonna look at the billiards table. How does it look like his game is going?
Oh, it fucking looks terrible. It looks like he's made almost no progress at all. The balls are all just around in awkward places.
Maybe not a mage.
You know, he
Not
doesn't
yet,
seem like he's really
anyway.
pocketed anything. The notepad by him is just kind of scrawled and torn up a little bit. It doesn't seem like it's fully realized either. And the hacky sack, of course, it previously was in your face.
I'm gonna slowly nod at him. Looks like it sure is going.
Well, you can't expect perfection to arrive without a bit of a failure in its wake.
Those are some words of wisdom.
I mean,
wow,
yeah,
I'm still
honestly,
incredibly-
honestly, perfection is the enemy of good, you know? Like, just put stuff out there. If you yourself are thinking of, like, making something, like whatever it might be, like a series or maybe an animation or maybe you want to be a VTuber, who knows? Whatever you want to do, just do it. Just give it a try. Worst case, you end up failing, and that's okay. It's okay to fail. I think it's something that we, I think it's something that, like, a lot of us are scared of failure because failure gets punished in a lot of very weird ways in our society. But I think it's a very important part of learning. You can't learn without messing up a few times. So just do stuff. And if you fail, so be it. Next time you'll do better.
fucking groggy. So when's your deadline on this poem?
Oh, I don't know. It's sometime at the end of the week. Blackwell has all the details. It's at some cafe. But your big show is far
Sybil with
more
the eye.
interesting.
I expect her specialty
This could really
to be
put the
mind.
dream on the map.
A sphere.
Fuck, that's the idea. Well, hopefully they'll like it more than last time, after the critics called it... Oh, God, what was it? Visceral and gross and smelling so terrible as to not be able to enjoy any of the work.
Oh, good lord.
You know, maybe that's the last time I use real pig guts, but you can't rush perfection.
This is specialties, super creepery. Weaknesses, super creepy.
Can't judge perfection.
The people are not
Okay.
ready for the viscerality that you bring to them. They
I think Sybil might be my favorite character so far.
are not ready for the true experience of smell-o-vision in
Smell-o-vision,
accord with
yeah.
their television. See?
That's a real thing, by the way. Look up smell-o-vision sometime. Somebody actually made like a bunch of movies with like actual smells, which is really interesting to me.
Right? Exactly. Thank you, Pablo. Somebody fucking gets it.
Of course I understand you, Sybil.
Also, pig guts are too expensive to do that.
Yes. I don't think that
What?
I can
Pig guts are
my
cheap.
father to lend you anymore. But I can tell you this. I can tell you that tonight I would love to be nowhere else but your show. And I'm very sorry that I cannot.
Hey, you're not coming?
I want to, but you see, there is a change in the booking, and they're going to let me go up against the Crimson Crippler tonight. So, you see, it's very important for my career that I don't.
Yeah, don't get
show
Crimson
and,
crippled.
bombard my chances of becoming champion.
Ah, fair enough. We all gotta make our dough. So is the Crimson Crippler gonna, does he actually Crimson Cripple people?
No, of course not. It's just a stage thing. But, it's sure to be quite a show. He does have a bit of a reputation for dropping people on their heads. But you must work with these characters when you're making your bones.
Fair enough. Well, drink your milk, strengthen your noggin. I clonk him on the head a couple of times.
I will. Yes, I will. And
Pablo the thick-headed.
soon, Pablo the Mysterious will become the most renowned luchador in all of Norfolk. Until then, though, I will have to settle
love
on
these
losing
two.
to the Crimson Crippler and wishing you good luck from afar.
These two are
As you rise
great.
to your feet, you finish your conversation with Pablo, mostly here in the dim corners of the mouse pad, the chill brick and mortar internet cafe where your studio, Dying Dream Studio, calls their home base. Along the walls are murals and framed pieces of poems, photographs of Pablo the Mysterious being put into various chokeholds and submission holds, and all the many times he's lost on the local scene.
you happen upon this, your place of creative power. And do you have any intentions on doing anything before you head out to the big exhibition tonight?
Before the exhibition, I'm gonna double check the game that I made, just making sure that it's running, we haven't gotten any crashes, that everything is ready to be projected on
made a game.
the exhibit.
Sure. Why don't you go ahead and describe your computer and your game?
Sure. Sybil's computer is kind of a big clunky thing, probably at least a few years out of date by current year. It's 04, right?
06.
06. Yeah, so it is a computer, probably from 04. And it is loaded up with mostly just rudimentary game dev software and folders and folders of gigabytes worth of weird images unearthed from the internet of dubiously legal status, but all very artistically inspiring.
Right, obviously. The castle thingy, like that little castle game. I remember that. I remember having like a block like this back in the 2000s. I adored that machine. I had a Windows Millennium, state of the art. Oh, it was such a trashy PC. But I loved it. I remember playing Age of Empires on it and just adoring that game. Good memories. Good memories.
Her game, called To Dream of a Face You've Never Seen, is a pretty simple thing. On her computer, it loads up as just this first-person walking simulator, as the term I don't think has been coined by 06.
Okay.
This low-poly, hazy city dreamscape where indistinct figures move through the fog.
Oh, you know
walking
what?
Toward a player who meanders through an endless winding street.
Okay. Honestly, you know what? If you guys like walking simulators at all, or are interested in like unique styles, check out Eclipsium sometime. It is a very creepy but very cool game about... Well, I can't really tell you what it's about, because if I tell you, it's a spoiler. But it's very good. I definitely recommend it. I bet Sybil would love that game, because it's like kind of creepy, and it's a walking sim. And from what she's describing, and like the living city and everything, I think it fits with her vibe perfectly.
Very nice. Pablo looks over your shoulder. Well, boss, I can tell you for sure. I certainly wouldn't want to live there.
You wouldn't? Why not?
Because there's nothing to do. It's just a long, winding street with strange, mysterious figures.
Yeah, I mean, it's more meant to be like a dream experience rather than somewhere you're supposed to settle down.
Exactly my point. It's why it's so impressive, boss.
Right.
Oh, well, thank you. It's supposed to be a little unsettling, but I don't know. Do you think they'll like it?
Oh, you cannot concern yourself with if they like it or they don't like it. You make your heart sing, and then, when you've sung your song, if they boo, get to them! If they cheer, hurrah!
Okay.
There, you got
okay.
it now.
We're
you
yelling.
got it.
We're yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the best. I love him. And honestly, I think, again, like I mentioned earlier with the failure thing, it's a good way of looking at things, I feel like. You just have to put things out there. Every single artist that I know of, every single one, has nothing but self-doubt in their heart. You might have like the most... you might have like the most successful artists, right? Like the richest and like the most popular and whatever. It does not matter. Most artists are incredibly self-doubting, because when you put yourself out there, it's being incredibly vulnerable. And that's scary. That's very scary. So like, yeah, I don't know. I respect this perspective. Yeah.
I guess I just. I mean, I like it. It looks good. I've had dreams like this 100 times before, but you know, I really gotta make rent this month.
Well, what do you think exactly the meaning that you're going for is?
Well, it's about the experience. The actual setup is already built in the exhibition space, so it's more of a component of an experiential piece. You see,
Right.
the subject or participant sits down in a room that should be, you know, dark, quiet, insulated. Thanks again for getting me all those fucking 2x4s, by the way.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And then they're sealed inside. They put on the headphones for the immersive soundscape I made for the game, and then they move forward. It's projected in front of them. It consumes the whole room, a little Rothko-esque. And then you move forward into it, and it creates a dreamlike experience. The faces are just indistinct enough to where the viewer could project whoever they thought of onto them. And the idea is they play and they walk and they go forward until they see a face that they believe that they recognize. And they take that name and they write it down on the wall, and hopefully, if they don't tear it down beforehand, at the end of the exhibition, the whole wall will be filled up with names of strangers.
So this is super up my alley because I love games as art. I'm a huge fan of games like Gris, of Eclipsium, Signalis, like just games that are, like allow you to experience something in a very short package. I really like those. Oh, another one, A Space for the Unbound. If you haven't played that, please check that out. It's so good and deserves a lot more love. I adore stuff like this. This is, yes. I would go to this exhibition and probably ramble at Sybil.
You know, that's the idea.
Well, that sounds fantastic. I know that I would be writing down many names on your wall.
I like the idea.
It's the moodiness.
I wonder how easy it is
like
to
your
implement.
specialty of encapsulating people's minds into a strange experience. Why, I can't imagine that they'll look past it, especially with the audience participation element.
Yeah, that is a key part of conceptualism like this one. Oh, fuck.
Oh, poor Sybil. Oh, goblin creature.
Well, I must make one final advisement on you.
Yeah.
My advice is, when you leave today, be sure not to make sure any of your scary photographs are poking out, because they have a children's birthday party in the front part of the
Oh,
band.
damn.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'll cover him up. We don't want any more complaints like last time. Sorry about the trauma at the princess birthday tea party.
I never realized that a child that sweet could spew so much vomit.
Oh my god.
Don't remind me.
Well, anyway, I don't want to make you late, but just understand that as soon as you're done, you can give me a call and I'll come help you break down whatever it is you need, provided I am not hideously injured by the Crimson Crippler.
Yeah, don't get crimson crippled. What time's your fight? Is it the last one, the title?
Oh,
Title
no,
fight!
a while yet before I get a title shot. This is more a exhibition match. Specifically a squash match, but you must suffer these indignities at first.
So, I actually don't know that much about like the WWE and like wrestling as a whole. A squash match is presumably like a match where you get, defeated. Is that a thing in like the WWE, or how does that work? Anybody who knows, like, feel free to let me know below, because I have no clue. All of my like wrestling knowledge comes from the Mark Remark by Little Garibo. So yeah.
It reminds me of my slam poem. Would you want to hear it before you head out?
You know what, Pablo? I would want nothing more than to hear your slam poem. Lay it on me.
Okay. You must prepare yourself.
I'm girding my loins.
All right. I'm the champion, but not yet. The technical legend, but not yet. I'm the master of chair shots, tape spots. I got a promo like no other, and there on my waist hangs every title. These things are coming. They're coming. They're coming. I just have to reach, so I reach. Empty. I'm not the champion yet. But I am the champion. Just not yet.
That was good. Very nice.
Hey, that was pretty good. I'm good.
You really think so?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be a fucking hit at the next slam poetry thing.
I know. I can't wait. Dozens of people will be there.
Dozens? Wow, that's a dozen more than last time.
Ever since we started going to these slam poetry meetings, I admit I never had much faith in them, but once again we have proven our ingenuity. Why,
There's a whole 12 people there. Wow, that's 12 more than last.
we've been able to quantify our attendance rates by over 200%. That matters for something in my book.
Word. Alright, well, you probably should go prepare for your match, and if I wrap up early, maybe I can catch the tail end of it.
Oh, that sounds magnificent. I hope to see you in the crowd. I will be sure to make sure you get a sight of my good side before they pummel me into a flaming table.
Aw, Pablo, every side's your good side.
Oh. He gives you a hug, and with his strong, chiseled form.
These two could not be more different. Like, Sybil is such a, like from what I can tell, like a creepy little goblin creature that's, like, in a little corner, like, scribbling her creepy drawings and, like, making her little games. Like, and meanwhile, Pablo is like, ha-ha! And, like, going all over the place. And, like, very, out there and like standing tall and all that. And it works so well. I love these two. I hope we get to see more of Pablo, because I love him.
Oh, my bones!
And at once, you are left to begin preparation for the exhibition tonight.
All right.
All right. I'm going to get all of my tech stuff packed up, sequestered away, give one last run of the game, make sure it's running without any bugs or anything like that. Then I'm going to get in my beat-up old Corolla, and I'm going to be on my way.
All right. As you head off with all these things, you pass by a sea of children who appear to be glued to these glowing RGB
Oh, she lives in a land center.
lights
Okay.
at the end of their PCs. They seem to be playing some game whereupon a human being just keeps smacking an orc over and over again with a wooden mallet.
Derivative.
These images pass you by as you head on to your old dusty Corolla, and I must ask something that I had forgotten to ask earlier. Sybil, would you mind describing yourself?
Oh, of course. Sybil is a short...
I admit I was imagining like a tiny little goth creature. I don't know if that's what, like, you know. I mean, the drawing kind of sells it already. But let's see.
individual. She is 5'2".
Oh, she is tiny.
She is decked out in these layers and layers and layers of black clothing that kind of hang off of her little spindly body.
Oh my god,
Her
I love
face
her.
is half obscured by a kind of green-black mask with a little jagged, frowny face on it. She is kind of obscured by a heavy scarf on her shoulders, despite the fact that it's probably out of season. Her hair is this mop of messy, scraggly, unkempt black that kind of comes down just past her ears. She's got a little bit of makeup on, though clearly she had put it on before the nap and hadn't bothered to fix it afterward, as it's sort of just a black smear on her eyelids and just underneath. Yeah, just overall this reedy little goth creature.
Okay, cool.
Right. And it is such a wretched form, such a reedy beast that drives through the dark Norfolk air, kissed with sea salt and occasionally bedazzled by the humble lights of the not-so-towering buildings of downtown. You find your place in a parking garage, located next to the venue of choice, the Red River Art Gallery.
What should be the same art gallery that you slash up in Vampire the Masquerade? It wouldn't be, because this is Norfolk, and that one takes place in LA, but still.
Waiting for you
Santa
in
Monica,
the
to be
exhibition
specific.
hall for you to finish setting up is a portly man with circular glasses that you have come to know as Mr. Belch.
Mr. Belch?
Mr. Belge?
Let's go.
Let's go, Mr. Belch!
I love
Mr.
Belch.
Mr. Belch looks at you.
Why, yes, Mrs. Sybil. What is your last name again?
Not the voice I expected for him. I expected him to be like, "Oh, hello, my name is Mr. Belge."
I recognize you based on your mask for the most part.
Innswood, Sybil Innswood.
Innswood? Ah, are you by any chance related to the Portland Innswoods?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, well, that's fine too. Now, we've got your big 2x4 settlement all set up. All you need to do is just do the fancy-dancy computer things, and well, it's sure to be a smashing show, don't you think?
Yeah, that's the idea.
All right, excellent. I'll leave you to your various devices, and do feel so inclined to tour the other artists' work while your floppy disks uncompile.
Ooh,
Different is
gonna get
your
some
technical
art.
types and do.
Yep, I will go activate my floppy disks, flop them around a bit, and then we'll get on our way. Thanks, man.
Funny enough, floppy disks, like the original version, I believe, were actually kind of floppy. It's only later that they became, like, properly hard.
Is that why they call them floppy disks?
Yeah.
Magnificent.
And you are given full leave to set up your machine.
It's such a perfect, like, level of awkwardness. I love it.
Why don't you go ahead and make me a charisma computer check?
Charisma computer.
Gracious.
Okay.
All right. Charisma computer.
This is one of those very cool things about like the storyteller system, where like computer generally you would think like intelligence in computer, right? Is like programming, that kind of thing. Charisma in computer here, obviously being like art related, it makes sense, and I think that's really cool about the storyteller system, that you could just combine stuff like that.
That's correct.
All right, that's 8d10, baby. Or wait, are we in the roll 20?
I'm in the roll 20. It'd be nice.
Fuck!
It'd be nice if you're in the roll 20.
All right, 8d10 for
All right.
charisma computer.
A modest roll.
Ooh, that's a lot of 5s, but we've got a 10. And if you would count my specialty in programming, then
You're not programming. You're just
all right,
setting
so
up.
that would be 3 successes.
3 successes. You've gotten your machine set up more or less how it is in your mind's eye. The ceiling maybe is a little bit too cramped, but by and large, everything's set up how you want it to. There's pencils, and there is the controllers set up. The benches are wonderful. The projection looks just fine.
All right. How much time do I have to look around?
You actually have a bit more time. You're a little bit ahead of schedule. You've got about 20 minutes before you're given the signal to head to your station and make ready for the guests.
I'm a pretty artsy person. I quite like museums. So, and it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been to one. I should go again. I should go to a museum again. Just like check it out. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a stream sometime. It's like just me going to a museum. That'd be interesting. I don't know how I'd make that happen, but I could figure something out.
All right. I'm going to just run one quick test, make sure everything's good, and then I'm gonna go meander around the place, see what I'm dealing with.
Okay. The first piece you come across is rather interesting. You see an enormous still life portrait of a can of salsa verde.
Oh.
Are you admiring my portrait?
Says a reedy gentleman.
Oh god, this is gonna become a meme, isn't it?
Come over.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty damn good salsa verde. Makes me hungry.
Oh yes, it will simulate your hunger quite efficiently. This is my piece. I call it salsa verde.
Right on the
Fair
nose,
enough.
huh?
Well, you must understand that the people of this city, they don't exactly understand subtlety. You sort of need to ping it on the nose for them to pay attention.
You know what? I feel you there.
Yeah, I mean,
the
fair
brushwork's
enough.
pretty damn good. There's a lot to be proud of.
Why, thank you. By the way, I don't think I introduced myself. My name is Beppis.
Beppis, wow, cool. I'm Sybil.
Freaking Beppis. Oh no!
My exhibition's just down the way.
Oh, Sybil, I see. Is it that big black igloo over yonder?
Yeah, the igloo.
Interesting. You know, I look at that and I think, wow. You know?
Uh-huh.
Is that it?
But I've only seen it from the outside.
That is true. That is true. You haven't seen the inside yet. Well, the inside is something to behold. Definitely swing by later if you've got the time.
Oh, indeed, I must. He adjusts a bow tie. You see, my masterpiece, Salsa Verde here, though, I think will be the cream of the crop.
You could say it's the salsa of the verde.
We'll see about that.
Oh, yes, we will see, Sybil. We will see. We will see.
Right.
We will see.
We will.
We
well,
will.
It looks great.
Well, thank you. We will see.
Yeah. Thanks, Beppis. I'm gonna move on.
Makes sense.
How is every single NPC that Sybil is meeting kind of both weirder and creepier than her? Like, she's supposed to be the creepy one here. What is going on?
Makes sense.
You're-
artist.
There has not been a single
love
NPC
this.
name that is Miss.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh boy.
The next piece that you see is a large white room with 3 trash cans and 3 mops, all with warm, soapy water, as well as a few wet floor signs.
Are the floors actually wet?
No.
Oh, okay, good. I'm not about to eat shit.
You walk forward, and a muscular but scraggly mid-40s woman looks over at you in a denim vest. Hey, you have to pay to use this.
I have to pay?
Hey.
Yeah. The gates aren't even open. Are you allowed to be in here?
Oh, I'm an exhibitor.
Oh, you're an exhibitor. Well, that's fine. I don't really give a shit then. She spits on the ground.
Is this your piece?
Yeah, it's my piece. I call it fulfillment.
Okay.
Sybil's gonna nod. I know a conceptualist when I see one. Where'd you get the inspiration?
Well, you see, I got the inspiration because I happen to own this venue. And I remember last time there was a big art exhibit here. People didn't really clean up after themselves. They didn't really, the floors weren't really well mopped, and there's trash everywhere. So I figured, why don't I make one of these arty pieces, and you could call upon the people. You are tasked with the chance to participate in the upkeep of this establishment. It's very
Right.
Word. So this is definitely not a way to get some labor out of the public.
I gotta go.
And you see as she just turns around and just walks off.
I mean, okay, fair is fair to her. Well, she's definitely like trying to bamboozle people. Wanting people to clean up after themselves is kind of fair, in my opinion. Like, I think it's fair, like to some degree. Just the
Well,
way she's going about
That
it
is the
is
greatest motivating force behind every great artist of
Yeah.
the 21st century. Capitalism.
Oh, Miss Sybil!
Hi. Hey, what's up?
The gates are due to open in 5 minutes!
5 minutes.
Oh, well, goodness gracious me. Yeah, I'll get set up and start directing people my way. Thank you for the heads up.
Yes, you're very, 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 very welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna give.
I think one of the very fun parts about World of Darkness is that you can have stuff like this. It's kind of like, this is a pretty realistic scenario. Like, you're in a museum with a bunch of weirdos. That's pretty normal. I say this as a weirdo myself. Like, that's pretty common in the art world. So like, I really like the fact that we get this grounding before we get to see like mages and fae and vampires and werewolves and all this other stuff. I quite like the fact that you get this sort of baseline backdrop the entire time.
him a thumbs up, and I'm gonna putter my way back to my exhibit.
Smiles at you with yellowed teeth, and you make your way back to your exhibit. There's a atmosphere of stillness over the art gallery just before the doors open. It's something that speaks to you, perhaps. Just this quiet moment amidst art, some of varying quality, but art not yet consumed. And as you get ready, you notice a window nearby the outside of your igloo. Someone's staring in.
Okay. Is that the Avatar?
I'm gonna kind of turn over my shoulder and give him a look, try and get a beat on who this person is. See if I can't get them to come in and pay to see my exhibit.
It's rather dark. It's hard to see. You might have to get a little closer.
I do. Meander up to the window.
Get a bit closer. And closer. And as you get close enough, you're able to actually make out a face in the window, in the darkness of this person's silhouette. The face is yours.
Okay.
Gonna tilt my head to one side, tilt it back, kind of see if it follows, and I'm not just an idiot who mistook a mirror for a window.
No, it doesn't follow. It just stares at you. It slams on the window and
actually jumped.
Oh, I'm gonna pinch my arm, make sure I'm not back in that dream again.
No, certainly not. And as further confirmation, you hear the...
Welcome, one and all, to this, the Red River Art Exhibition. Do enjoy your time, and keep in mind a complimentary cheese bar is to the left. Thank you.
This is what I was talking about with that, like, you have the baseline, which is the museum, the cheese bar, whatever. And then that shadow, just on the periphery, just outside, staring into this bubble of safety. I love it.
And people begin to make their way in.
Damn it, how am I supposed to compete with the cheese bar?
It's a doomed gesture, but you have to try. It's like you're on the band of the sinking Titanic. Now, I would like you to make me a charisma art roll at difficulty 8 to see who it
Difficulty
is
8,
that
god
you're able
dang.
to draw in.
Okie dokie, that's another pretty hefty dice pool. But not a very hefty roll. That's only one success.
How long were you working on this project?
A while. Sybil spent a lot of dev time on this game, making sure the ambiance was just right. She's not much of a handyman, but she got as much help as she could putting together this little black room meant to immerse you in the world of the game.
And it's here, in this, the triumph of your efforts, that you've sat. You've sat here looking at the faded black and white, at the dark colors, and the space for scrawled names and misremembered faces. You've sat here, waiting. And as you've waited, very few people have come. A gentleman quite obnoxiously munching on a hot dog enters in.
So is this some kind of source gaming sort of thing?
No, not really. It's more of an experience.
Okay, well, I'm kind of like into Counter-Strike, you know, like esports, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Is it video games really art, though?
I will fight you. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yeah, there's a funny thing about this, actually. This is the perfect time for me to ramble about it for a little bit. The video games aren't art thing is actually very interesting because back in the 50s and 60s, when comic books were coming out, like for the first time, 40s more like, but you get me. There was this idea of like, oh, comic books aren't really art. And then before that, it was radio isn't really art. And way back when, it was books aren't really art. And I think that's really interesting. I think it's kind of funny, in a way, how when a medium is new, there seems to be a tendency to declare it like, oh, this is just for the young generation. This isn't for proper people. that kind of thing. And I think that's always very interesting and kind of funny, in a way. In the same way, like VR right now is a very niche kind of aspect of gaming. I believe in the future that will very much become its own like forms of art. In fact, honestly, it already has. And I think that's fantastic. I think it's very interesting, especially games that like set out to be art specifically are really, really good. Obviously, Sybil's own game, but in real life, check out Grace if you haven't already. I mentioned it before, but it is really, really good. I adore it. It's about the stages of grief, I believe.
You know, maybe if you
yeah.
go inside, you can tell for yourself.
Yeah, okay, sure, I'll game. Can I bring my hot dog?
Oh wait, difficulty 8.
Maybe not a good idea, but
Oh, yes.
That's no successes then.
no.
Oh, no successes.
Yeah, so do I enter here? Oh, shit, look at that!
He turns his head and he sees another exhibit.
That's salsa verde, bro!
And walks over to it.
Let's go!
Oh, yeah. Salsa verde. Mm-hmm. Whoo, boy. All right. Get it together, Innswood. Not done yet.
How doth it come, Sybil? A raised Victorian collar, a dark trench
Who are
coat,
you?
an ambiguously gendered face and profile. Your friend and fellow member of Dying Dream Studio,
Okay.
Chaos Blackwell, approaches.
Yo, Blackwell. It's going, well, I'm here.
Verily, this place seems dark and damp and filled with your usual melancholy. Are you telling me they haven't quite awakened to your genius?
Thank you very much for that. And I'm gonna check the inside. Have any names been written down? Anything to show somebody's actually interacted with the exhibit?
Yeah, there's one.
Oh.
Oh,
For Seymour Butts.
god damn it. Well, looks like it's working as intended.
Well, I shan't advise thee to give up hope. The yonder masses are simply too Philistine to appreciate thou brilliance.
Well, I'm glad somebody's got faith. Maybe I will get time to
Prithee
catch
these-
Pablo's match.
Chaos Blackwell reminds me of what's his name from Final Fantasy XIV? The guy that always like speaks in like Shakespearean. What's his name? Dang it, I forget. He's one of those he's one of the elves. Well, not elves, but like very tall like elf-like people. What are they called again? I don't remember. Dang it.
Prithee thee, Sybil. Thou must have labored quite intensely upon this theatre. Allow me custodianship of its services for a time, and enjoy yonder cheese bar and perhaps other exhibits.
You know what? Maybe some cheese from the cheese bar is exactly what I need to perk me up. Thanks, bud.
Verily, verily. You shall know that I, Chaos Blackwell, am ever at your service. And they bow before entering into your evil igloo.
Oh, chaos.
Evil egg.
Well, hopefully they have more luck than I do. And I'm going to go to the cheese bar and melancholily munch on some fucking Munster.
Oh, heck yeah, monster.
They got some Munster, they got some Brie. By God, they got it all here
They have Pepper
for
Jack.
you. And also the adoring public who are all at once gathered at the exhibit closest to the cheese
Gouda.
bar. It's this gnarled twine sculpture of a dog, perhaps a schnauzer, made out of this dreadful, warped yarn.
Oh, heck yeah.
That seems up my alley. I'm gonna putter over to it.
Ah, welcome, says the sculptor, one Harpo Kilgrave.
Harpo
You've
Kilgrave.
come to be enamored by Fuzz.
Is that his name?
Yes, that is his name. You see, this sculpture was made out of twine in honor of my most beloved childhood companion, whose name was also Fuzz.
Oh. He's modeled after your old dog?
Yes,
It's actually
you
quite
see,
cool.
he choked on twine that he wasn't supposed to eat.
Oh.
I mean,
put a
it's
hand-
kind of a nice way to honor your dog, right?
On his shoulder, pat him gently.
Thank you, but you must know that we have immortalized him, for this twine sculpture is made out of the same twine he choked on.
Oh,
Sybil looks actually genuinely delighted by this.
I love how excited at the rush she gets. Just like, woo!
Like her eyes light up a little bit. Really?
Really? It is the ultimate statement of the power of life over death, or perhaps death over life.
Cool. How'd you get it out?
Well, the autopsy was rather thorough.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, that's really neat. Thanks for sharing it with us.
Well, you're quite welcome, and I'm pleased that you have enjoyed this testament of my little friend.
I'm sure Fuzz is chasing dog-safe twine in heaven.
Yes, I imagine so. Though he was never baptized, that may be an issue.
Oh, no, not dog purgatory. Well,
He's going to dog hell! Dog hell!
I'm sure he'll atone for his sins and get to doggy heaven within, 2.5 business years.
Most likely, yes. With that, you are free to further peruse the halls of this art.
There's something in me that finds purgatory such a funny thing. Just it'll take you X amount of time, and eventually you can get into heaven. Okay, if I'm not good enough, then I can just do that afterwards. Okay, that's fine. As long as I'm not too evil, then we're all good.
Exhibition.
Alrighty, I'm going to meander past. I'm gonna catch one last sidelong look at Salsa Verde. A little bit of burning hatred beginning to form in my chest.
Oh, as you do, it's funny that you do.
Oh,
You see
boy.
Beppis sitting in front of Salsa Verde as he opines to a crowd of people who are clapping and cheering
Oh no.
at Salsa Verde.
Oh my
He supplied tiny little cups with Salsa Verde in them. And you're able to see, and my friends, I can happily tell you all that Salsa Verde has been sold for $500,000.
Oh, it's like a knife to the chest. Sybil is going to take a breath. We're good. Good for him. Artists supporting artists. I'm going to leave the room very quickly.
I can empathize with Sybil here in a lot of ways, I think. And I think a lot of creatives can. Where, especially if you've been doing, a creative thing for a while, right? It can be very difficult seeing someone else do a similar thing to you. In this case, for example, VTubing. And, becoming much more popular or much more successful in a very short period of time. Don't get me wrong. They deserve their success. They did a good job. All that stuff. But it doesn't make it hurt less, And that's a tough one sometimes. That can be a very tough one. But all the same, I mean, hey, I like doing what I do, so gonna keep doing it.
You leave the room and perhaps catch your breath. And you return once again to the Black Igloo, where Chaos Blackwell is seated in front of.
I understand it not, Sybil.
Nothing?
Not a single soul. One of them walked past and called me a fruit. That's all.
Oh.
Not the apples!
Well, you're my favorite fruit.
Which fruit am I?
I would say you're like a dragon fruit.
Oh, heck yeah.
Forsooth, a mighty dragon fruit. Verily, my friend, you have done me great justice. And you, they point out their finger, are the delightful tangerine of my heart.
Aw, buddy.
Why are all of Sybil's friends just my friend? Am I Sybil? I identify a little bit too much with Sybil.
Well,
Thanks anyway.
I admit, Sybil, this entire
Oh,
affair
dear.
has dreadfully depressed me. If you don't mind, I'm going to go and peruse the cheese bar myself for some libations and something to increase my spirits.
Oh yeah, the cheese is actually pretty good. That's a silver lining.
There must always be a silver lining. There must always be.
And you see Chaos Blackwell moves their obnoxious goth cloak over their head and heads off to the cheese bar, leaving you alone by your installment.
Shit, I gotta try something. Where are the most people gathered in this exhibit? I'm gonna look around and try to see if I can...
Salsa Verde.
Salsa Verde. Very interesting. They can only look at Salsa Verde for so long.
You'd think that. You see a few people it's like fairly distant. You can see a couple people are kind of crying looking at it.
Oh my god.
Really? Salsa Verde? Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna try to catch some stragglers, people who are kind of moving between exhibits.
You catch the hand of one gentleman, a tall gentleman.
Excuse me, sir. Are you interested in taking a look at an experiential exhibit not far off?
Yes, I am in the market for just such a thing. Good evening.
Good evening.
This guy gives me bad vibes. I don't know what it is specifically, but...
This tall man has quite the well-sculpted face. He's beautiful to behold. He has long, blonde hair.
Ain't no way.
That's a very specific word to use. Well sculpted.
Appears to be wearing some kind of black poncho
Ain't no fucking way.
with a gold lapel.
Is this, I shall take it, your exhibit?
Yes, indeed. To dream of a face you've never seen is the title.
Most delightful. You must allow me to inspect it, yes?
Oh, yes, please do.
This tall man approaches the lip of the igloo, entering in.
It is one of the, how do you say, video games.
Yeah, but you don't need to be experienced in video games or anything to play. All you need is this joystick, and you can move through the streets. That's all you gotta do. Just walk.
Most excellent, yes.
Takes the joystick in a gloved hand and begins walking the streets. And why don't you describe the sights he sees?
The totality of the experience is this closed-off black room. The subject is allowed to sit down into the best seating that Sybil could afford, which was a black bean bag. And they are outfitted with a pair of headphones to kind of immerse them in the soundscape of the city. The noise and light of the outside is completely blocked out. The wall in front of them has the game projected onto it, kind of about life-sized, it would look like, as if you yourself are looking through your own eyes at this cityscape. It is this kind of dour, gray, nearly colorless image of this hazy, foggy city. All of it is low poly. The graphics are pixelated and a bit chunky at the edges, but it all comes together in this kind of, despite the kind of monochromatic color palette, there's this amount of detail that is surprising for a low poly experience.
Yeah, okay.
And as the player
Very Eclipsium-esque. I like that.
Air moves through this fog and this mist hanging heavy over this rainy city. Silhouettes pass by just at their periphery. No matter where they turn the camera, everything seems to remain just at the edges of their vision. Each individual inside bears some small distinguishing characteristic. There is the swish of long hair on some models. There is the sound of heavy-booted footsteps. There's a cut of a well-defined jaw occasionally. You can sometimes hear the sound of breath in your ear. Occasionally you will see little bits of Sybil's signature horror, the glint of a glowing white eye, a figure with too many limbs and too many teeth just at the edges of the periphery. They're figures just defined enough to suggest a shape, and enough of a defining characteristic that the participant may project their own life experiences and the people that they know onto these figures.
Okay.
And as soon as they see somebody that they believe that they recognize, that they could have sworn looks exactly like someone they know, they're encouraged to write the name down.
I like it.
You watch as this mysterious gentleman traverses through your city. He does so for quite a long while.
I must admit, I've never seen such a display. It's rare for me to behold something of this particular aesthetic. I noticed that these delightful half-men, they appear to be at once familiar and unfamiliar. How did you achieve such a delightful effect, if I may ask?
Well, it's a number of different factors. Factoring in kind of how the human brain works, we're encouraged to see faces and project familiarity onto things that remind us of things that we know, faces being the most obvious. And so putting these things at the edge of your periphery, it kind of lets your mind wander and run wild. And keeping things just hazy enough lets you project your experiences onto otherwise blank canvases.
I wonder, though, is this ability to find patterns even when none should exist, is this a advantage of the human condition? Or perhaps a means for some dark stranger to impose themselves?
I don't trust this guy. I feel like the sculpted word was very specific, and it makes me think, like, if he's a vampire, then he's probably a Zemisi, because sculpted, right? Like, it's a very specific word to use.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. My work explores that exact idea.
And so let us explore. You find these strange creatures, no face, or perhaps too many faces. You see them as you have so expertly sculpted them, and I must ask, what conclusion do you believe we should
sculpted.
draw? One of caution or warm embrace?
Honestly, that's personal. Every mind is different. Some people might find it to be calming, deeply therapeutic. Some people might find it to be uncanny, unsettling. I think good art toes that line.
Yeah.
It lets you walk away with your own experiences, your own thoughts. I'm not projecting a message or a moral onto the experience. I'm just opening up the mind and letting it do its thing.
A true artist. You are like the, how do you say, the Beethoven, how do you say, the Vincent van Gogh, the George Lucas who made Star Wars.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm a little more like an R-mutt, but thank you.
You are most welcome.
He takes the headphones off, rises after identifying.
I believe I have a name to inscribe onto your mural. Where might I do so?
Anywhere you'd like.
Fluidly, with this sensual motion, the tall man approaches the wall. He notes that there are very few names written on it before adding his own. Do you speak Italian?
No, I do not.
Then you are left to your own devices to identify the words scrawled on your wall. Il Drago del Tevere.
Oh, he's definitely a Zemisi.
Do I know if my buddy speaks Italian?
Chaos Blackwell might.
Is he looking to embrace Sybil? to make another Zemisi. Ooh, that would be an interesting game. I mean, obviously that's not gonna happen because Sybil's gonna become a mage. We are playing mage after all, not vampire. But still, that's pretty cool.
Right? Pablo speaks Spanish, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna nod. Thank you for participating.
Oh, yes. But I can't help but notice, fair Sybil, very few others have seen fit.
Ah, well, you know, we're a salsa verde kind of town.
Ah, yes. The Salsa Verde. I don't much care for that painting, if I may be honest.
Oh, I think you would be a first. I think that Norfolk has a thing for salsa that is green.
It
Why?
seems so, doesn't it? Tell me, Sybil, do you feel frustrated with your current attainment of artistic recognition?
Oh, I mean, I'm getting by. I'm doing just fine. You know, I create work for the love of creating work, and you know,
Well, Sybil is definitely like saying the polite answer here, right? Because like, while it's very true that it is very cool just to create, there's definitely a part, and I think most artists, that's like, you want a crowd. Not necessarily a big one. Doesn't have to be like, you know, world shattering or changing. But you want like people to appreciate your work to some degree. And that's the real thing there, I think. I think that's really what Sybil wants. She wants to be where Salsa Verde is with her own work.
Non-answer.
I mean, I'm happy with what I can make. I'm happy with the things that I've put out.
But are you happy with the response, with the audience?
Well, I'm happy with at least one.
That's a good response.
Oh,
Like that.
why, that's so kind of you to say. Might I make you an offer?
Sure.
I happen to run a studio of sorts. My own private gallery. I'm a sculptor, you see. And doctor.
Really? Oh, wow.
Right.
Pretty loaded.
Yes, well, I had an excellent teacher. And now I seek to apprentice another. I see in your art limitless potential. Your ability to grasp the canny and the uncanny mark you as a prodigy, and your familiarity with this technological medium, why, it perplexes me. And that means it would be an excellent asset to my own understanding.
Right.
That is really generous. Yeah. Well, I didn't really put a price tag on it or anything. Sure.
You're interested?
Yes. Of course.
He puts a hand on your shoulder. Most excellent. Now I must warn you, the pathway to the masterpiece, to understanding the world through art, through any means of expression, it is painful. Are you prepared to suffer such pain?
Don't they always say that you have to suffer for great art?
Oh, indeed.
Yeah,
And
it's true.
if I may be so brash, you're more kin to the creatures of the night than anything else. You prefer
Definitely a
dark
vampire.
places?
That's how I've been described. I kind of gesture at the general fit.
Most excellent. Well then, my friend,
I think you'll be perfect. I welcome you to your new life.
Hold on. What exactly is being offered here?
What? He smiles broadly, and you see 2 fangs. Everything.
Uh-oh.
And he pulls down hard into your neck. It's this surge of feeling. You feel every cell in your body aflutter with power, with sensation, with motion.
Oh,
you
dear,
feel
dear,
your
dear.
fingers and toes convulse, and yet you feel a coldness. It's wonderful, but you feel as if something is being lost. You feel feeling begin to leave your fingertips, and all of a sudden you know that despite the ecstatic sensation, something very dangerous is happening to you right now.
Oh boy.
Hey, get off!
Don't struggle. I will make you something more, something greater, something beyond human.
Is she going to awaken in the middle of the embrace?
A gift! And as he continues to drain and drink and drink and drink, you feel more and more being lost. You feel your head grow foggy. You feel yourself falling almost limp in this embrace.
This is a
It's
very
then
cool way of framing it.
that you spy the projection. That endless, wandering city. And you just, in the midst of your panic, you happen to see a figure. A dark figure. The same one from your dream, reaching out to you. With the last of your strength, will you reach out to it?
Yeah. I'm gonna hold out a hand, kind of trying to reach toward the figure.
It's cold. Your vision is blurry. But even you can tell as this dark figure reaches for your hand. It seems to almost part some unseen veil. And you feel it. Cold. Damp. But alive. Gripping your hand.
Oh, this is so
All
cool.
at once. You're gone from this place.
Oh, did she teleport?
You collapse into unconsciousness. And you sleep. When you awaken to a dark, breathing city with strange hues in the air, with streets of gore and buildings that breathe. You find yourself at the edge of a pond of bile. And you know you're very much awake.
Gonna get to my feet. Look around the now very familiar surroundings. I'm going to look out over the lake of bile, looking for that figure again.
Oh, it's there. And
God,
it's
I love
staring right
this.
at you. You can feel its breath on the back of your neck, even though it stands ahead. I could send you back. You could live forever.
I don't know if that's how I want to live forever.
What do you desire, my child?
I don't know. I want to dream something better. I want to live. I want to breathe. I want to I want to make things. I want to explore the depths of the mind. God, I want to make rent.
You seek
That's
a
a move.
life of statements. A life observed. The shadows would be kinder.
I don't think I'd be able to see well enough in the shadows.
Oh, I love this. This is so cool.
Then take a step forward, young dreamer, and awaken. And you look down at the lake of bile, and you see that in its place is a clear lake of crystal water.
What a fantastic awakening. Like, it's kind of just happening to Sybil, which happens quite often in mages, right? Like, they don't get to kind of... Well, you can sometimes have control over your awakening, but oftentimes you don't. And I adore that.
I take a step in.
You step in. And while all rationality should say you should be at that exhibition, you should be in the grip of that mysterious, dreadful man, you are instead in the back rooms of the Mousepad, looking at the billiard game Pablo never finished, looking at your terminal. You feel exhausted. You feel drained. But here and now, there's something different. You know something's watching you from the window. And you couldn't feel more alive.
What a fantastic awakening. Oh my god. This might be my favorite. Like, straight up. This might be my favorite, like, awakening out of the 4. We'll see, because there's 2 more to go. So I don't want to... I don't want to sell the pelts before it's been shot, but, like... Yeah, like, that was fantastic. Sybil has a vampire on her ass. Oh boy. Because I'm sure that vampire is very confused right now, but is also still very interested in her, right? Like, Zimisi are very picky about who they embrace. Once they've picked someone, then denying it to them, he's not going to be happy with her, for sure. It's also kind of cool, like, Bill kind of becomes this, like, reality-bending, insane machine. Meanwhile, Sybil just goes home. Like, that's her awakening. She just teleports home. She just wants to go home. Which, honestly, I fully respect. I 100% respect. Like, that is fantastic, and I love it. I'm really excited to be kind of taking a lot of inspiration from this game and applying it to my own series as well. That's going to be really fun, I think. But well, I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I had a really, really good time with this. Sybil is my favorite character so far. Maybe that'll change, because we have 2 more. We have, I think next is Samson Tuttle. Then there's, let me check, Knickerbocker. Okay. So, we'll have to see. Maybe one of them ends up being my favorite. But for now, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!